In a cozy room, two were sitting on a large sofa. He is on one edge, she is on the other. Yet, a few minutes ago, the air was shaken by peals of reproaches, angry. The words, cutting through the air, flew into the open. Suitcase, boots, shirts and jackets. And then he took off the watch she gave him from his wrist. On their first wedding anniversary, and threw them into the fireplace. The sound of broken glass. Probably 20 more will fly by just as quickly, and yet, once they dreamed that at the end of their lives they would walk in the park, hand in hand, or sitting on the sand at the very edge of the water, they will watch the sun sink into the sea. We will. The room was comfortable, because she hung beautiful curtains on the windows, placed them on the windowsill, pots with plants, and covered the table with a tablecloth, which might. The room was comfortable, because she hung beautiful curtains on the windows, placed them on. Timidly talk about the apartment more. Do you remember we still wanted a house on the seashore? She said. Late, but she never went to bed without him. I waited, warmed up dinner several times, and I kept thinking, this is how it should be. All this, a fireplace, beautiful furniture, sophisticated appliances and 2 cars in the garage, given in exchange for the time we could be together. Do you want? Subconscious, and she poured herself a glass of wine to muffle his voice. The second, and the body was filled with pleasant warmth, the world became calm and comfortable. And then the entrance clapped door, and she flew into the hallway, pressed against him and asked with tender reproach. Outwardly, everything was fine. An exemplary happy family. But she felt that something was wrong. It changed a lot. He became taciturn, tough, often withdrawn into himself. Smoothly removed her. When I climbed with veiled tenderness, and later loud voice. Airs? Are you ready yet? Get in the car quickly. With difficulty she got up from the sofa and went into the room. The husband was fresh and looked as usual, flawlessly. Everything is. And then he threw the clock into the fireplace. Strange, she thought, looking at the flames, devouring them. Why hasn't he bought others for himself yet? Where's an old watch, donated by an unnecessary wife? That's all, he thought. Don't take him. Let him not be with me, but alive. I won't hate him, I won't judge. It is not a human business to judge, but yours, Lord. I love him so much. In the corridor they heard phrases. Go away, Alice. Mom, do we have to leave? The daughter was capricious. Why should we live with grandmother? What occurred? Dad will come back from the hospital, but we are not. If you had a fight, then When I entered, they were fighting. Daddy told her not to come again, that he didn't love her, but loves you. How can you, Mom, love and change? In life, anything happens, son. She stroked his head and hugged him. Yes, you get drunk without me. Suddenly heard a familiar voice behind his back. It was scary to turn around. What if this is a hallucination? A mirage that, if you look. Hogden whispered. Welcome back. In a cozy room, 2 people were sitting on the floor in front of the fireplace. They looked at the fire and held on tight by the hands, and their thoughts soared under the high ceiling. I love you. I want to live with you many more times for 20 years. And in this life and in the next. I just love you.